Let's keep the show going, shall we? Because I think a number of you came to see this next act, so please get the energy levels up for Greg Dobroski, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. How's everybody doing? Good. Wow, yeah, that's all right. Anybody celebrating anything tonight? Anything? This crew up here? Everybody got any tattoos? Tattoos? Anybody? Yeah? Anything meaningful? What is it? I'd like to break my face. What is gang stuff? That means something. My wife's been talking about getting not a gang tattoo. She wants something meaningful. She wants her kids, the birth dates. Not quite as important as that. My grandfather had a tattoo. He had the anchor, the old ink. He was on a submarine, not a submarine, the death charge. He dropped the death charges on submarines. Killed Germans. I seen a guy the other day, that wasn't a joke. I seen a guy the other day, he had a dragon, and it wrapped around his neck, into his mouth, and the mouth opened right where his mouth was. And he had 6'9" on his forehead. And I think that meant he hates family dinners. You're the business guys, right? Yeah. There was this new thing, you heard of this, they had something in the BBC in Switzerland. They came up with a new device. You ready for this? It's a suicide pod. Yeah. A suicide pod. Things aren't going well, gas prices are up, you can't take it anymore, you jump in the pod, and see you later. Off to Never Land. Okay? My wife had her cousins over the other night for a party. They're drinking, having a great time, that's all fine. Then the karaoke machine came out at midnight. Switzerland, I started dialing. Right? All right, I gotta look at my book, hold on. How long are you in town for?
A week Friday, maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay. There's a Tim Hortons on Cannon Street. There is. Not like this one. Okay? I have a regular job. I don't do this for a living. I got up early the other day, and you might notice there's people, they ask for change and whatnot. They just hold signs. Not this guy. He wasn't a professional, but he was pretty good. He had a BMX, and what he was doing. So I'm in line. Drive down Cannon Street, there's the Hortons, and he's doing tricks. He's got his bike, he's doing stuff with his bike, this and that. And, everybody's kind of like, oh, look at that. Not professional, but good. And then partway through it, he throws his bike into the air. So the bike's in the air. It comes down, crashes on his head. Cuts his face open, bleeding all over the place. And then he decides that BMX is at fault. It's not his fault, it's the BMX's fault. He starts fucking beating the shit out of the bike. He's kicking it and punching it, and his hands are bleeding. His face is bleeding. It looks like a Mad Max movie. I roll the window down and I go, dude, are you okay? You know what he says to me? Fuck you. I go, dude, no, really? Are you okay? And he goes, coffee. And I go, oh, okay. So the line, I go around, come back out, he's sitting there talking to another guy. So I go past him, and as I pass him, I say, no, fuck you. Fuck me. Fuck me. Yeah, all right.
You're bleeding.
Who's, am I bleeding?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, I am! Fucking Alright, I saved it and solved the mystery. Now you fucking fucked me! You know what I was gonna talk about? Who's got a brother that lives at home still? Like an older brother, anybody? That goes to Comic-Con and collects toys? Do you know what I'm talking about? He likes all the, he dresses up as a Furby and entertain. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Do you do it? You collect shit, Nikes that are worth millions?
A little bit today.
Do you?
He's got a lot of swords, too.
Swords, exactly. No, exactly. This is, okay, so, okay, hold on, I'm gonna direct this way. So, he lives at home, he's 40-something, he's my younger brother. Yeah, lives with mom, wait. He made his girlfriend cry. She bought him a gift, and the gift made him cry, her cry. And what do you mean you made her cry? It was an original. It wasn't an original, it was a replica of the original. I go, what was it? You ready for this? It was a WWF belt. He said it wasn't an original. I said, I know it's not an original. Because Hulk Hogan has the original. And you're not Hulk Hogan, you're an idiot living in mom's basement. All right, last one. I gotta get out of here. I'm bleeding all over the place. My neighbor, remember that warm last week? It was pretty warm out last week. My neighbor had a garage sale. She does these, she sells stuff, we share the lawn. So she's got all these little knick-knack things on the table. Everything's a quarter, a nickel, a dime. I go out, and there's people on the lawn, and they're always out. I go, Beatrice, I go, how much for this whole table? She goes, what do you mean? He goes, would $50 pay for everything on this table? She goes, oh my God, Greg, yeah, like, oh, that's crazy. Yep, $50. She goes, yeah, what are you gonna do with all this stuff? Like, are you taking it to the cottage, or are you doing this? I'm taking it all to the dump. If I have to look out my window one more time and see an outdoor giant tiger on my front lawn, I'm jumping in that suicide pod in Switzerland. That's my time. Thanks, guys.